to you today from Aldine, Texas, right?
Yeah. Woohoo!
It's exciting.
We're here. We made it.
It's an exciting day for us. We're opening number 2 of our Buffalo Wild Wings Go locations here in Aldine. It's our second one to open, and we're still in the middle of construction, right? Waiting for, if you watched our last podcast, we're waiting for final inspection.
Yes.
And as you can see, guys, the store is done. I mean, we're ready. They're final touching. We've cleaned it like 14 times.
Where are you at, Harris County?
Yes.
Yeah. Hopefully, while we're on this podcast, the fire inspector will pull up. And
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Yeah, that would be so awesome. We'd add him.
Cut.
Yep.
No, we'd put him on this thing.
Put him right on.
Right here. So come
So
on,
we're
jump
going to
in.
get you some overtime.
So, sir, why are you
We're gonna
not
get
allowed
our
overtime?
inspection.
But hey, exciting day today. This will be number 16 for our Inspire to Be brand store opening. So I remember the days when I opened number 6 store. And I always wanted to open 7 because I am superstitious. And I was like, I never wanted to tell anybody, how many stores you have? 5. And I didn't want to lie and say 7 because Kim would call me out on that. I never wanted to say it 6. So I'm 16. So it's an exciting day for us.
Exciting.
So we felt as a group that we get asked about this all the time. What is a Buffalo Wild Wings Go?
Yeah.
I mean, because we're in the Buffalo Wild Wings brand, but what is a Buffalo Wild Wings Go? So we wanted to take some time out today and talk about that. And what's the difference in a Buffalo Wild Wings Go compared to a Buffalo Wild Wings? It is a franchise. It is part of the Inspire Brands network. They say it's a separate entity, just as they own Arby's, Dunkin' Donuts. What am I missing?
Jimmy John's,
Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a different entity, so it's a different franchise agreement that we have to write, and it's a different model. So I wanted to take the time with you two today and explain to people, you know, what the operation side's difference and the financial side difference, and as a franchisee, how we look at it and how we evaluate this brand and get in it. And you know, to say we opened 1 store a year ago. Been pretty successful with it. We could have did a little better. We kind of missed the mark in our location, we felt. We could have get a bit better population, more density that we've learned, because it is a young franchise. And that's one thing about when you get in the franchise business, make sure these younger ones are learning as they go. The bigger ones kind of already figured things out. So we kind of had to figure some things out a little bit there. But we did sign how many store agreement did we sign? I mean, was it like 15 store? 15 store agreement. So this is number 2.
Yeah.
And working on number 3 now.
And I want to just address that in the beginning, since this was a new franchise, that it's a learning curve that you said we missed the mark, but we actually didn't miss the mark, I don't think. I think we actually are learning what works with this brand and what doesn't. And this location right here is just a different demographical area, has more rooftops to offer. We're kind of more in the synergy of a rooftop community.
Yeah.
And so just looking forward to see what this location will pump out.
Yeah, you're right with that. I back up. We didn't miss the mark. It was a learning curve for us.
Yeah.
It was new to us. It was new to the brand.
Yeah.
And they've learned a lot coming down, but we still make it work.
Yes.
We figured out financially and operation
for
wise
sure.
to make it work. We got a lot of pressure to make it work.
Yeah.
But Justin, I want to dive into this and talk about the difference in a Buffalo Wild Wings and a Buffalo Wild Wings Go. We're explaining this to somebody right off the bat. What's different about this brand?
So this one's easy. It's a very simple linear line, straight line. So in the back of house here, right behind us, everything is just basically from left to right. It's very, very efficient. And then we took our cook times down and we simplified the menu. So there's less items to cook. And then we simplified the menu and got rid of things that have, you know, high cook time. So our twice fried wings is a big
Love
call
those
out.
wings.
Juicier, crispier, but you take your highest cook time and you can basically get them out in, 4 to 6 minutes and give a crispy, really good wing. So from an ops perspective, running it's less menu. And then from a labor model perspective, you can run it from less people. So literally you could go all the way to our back door right now and look forward and be looking at our front door. Yeah. So you could see a guest walk in, you can cook their food, you can acknowledge them, you can cash them out. And that it makes for a really operational ease in cooking things.
On the menu side, on the ops side, this is what intrigued all of us when we got in there. We don't have the full menu that a Buffalo Wild Wings have. We cut some things off. We don't do all the apps that they do, right? And we don't do all the products. One of the big things being what is salads.
Yeah, well, and we're a delivery takeout, come in quick, efficient master. So we took also the things that don't travel well out. So, nachos don't travel well. Salads don't travel well. We want to get you really hot food.
You know, it's funny you say that. You get a
Yeah.
salad and you order it delivered, or nachos, and they're just, mixed
That's
all up.
tough.
It's like tossed
Yeah.
around because those delivery drivers aren't, they don't buckle those things up in the back seat in the car seat, right?
Yeah.
People
No.
like call us like, hey, I got my salads all tossed. Well, it's a tossed salad,
yeah. The driver helped you out.
Yeah. Or like, hey, my nachos are all broken up. Yeah, we mixed them up and put the jalapenos in the middle of them.
That's
So,
funny.
but that's it. A lot of those tickets and those items, when they'd come back into a real kitchen and a real restaurant, the cooks are kind of like, because it takes them time. So they created a really efficient module, 2 screens. It's quick, it's combos, it's pick your items and get it out really quickly.
What I love
That's
about this too
convenient,
is the TV up here and the lockers, right?
yeah.
So you order online, it'll tell you, okay, you're in locker 7, and they walk in and they see their name up there, and they'll say, hey, locker 7. So the guest that ordered online or delivered doesn't have to interact even with the guest.
No,
they
you
come
can-
and grab
they
and
don't.
go.
You
Yeah.
can have a personal experience, and we have our people all day trying to teach them to smile. But like to your point, the efficiency is, Chris, locker 7, grab
Yeah.
my food. It's already paid for. There's a lot of magic to that. Really efficient payment is a big deal, and you're out of here.
Yeah, because
So
people don't want to interact anymore. They just want to get it and go.
they want to get their food and get home and feed their family.
Do
Yeah.
y'all, you didn't live here. You were in Florida, Jersey at the time, but me and Kim grew up in Mazzio's Pizzas figured this out years and years ago. When you used to drive, we used to live right behind them in our
Yeah.
first little apartment when we got married. They had a little number board outside. They had
Oh,
a drive-through.
outside, yeah.
So when you called in your order, I don't know if I ever told you the story. You'd call in, they'd say, okay, you're going to be 17. And it was like 1 through 30.
Yeah.
And you would walk and you would park in the parking lot.
Right.
You'd look for your little number to light up, 17. And that was like, okay, your pizza's ready, and you drive in. So that was pretty cool. So,
Wow.
Mazzio's had it figured out years ago. But I love the locker system. It
Yeah.
really works well,
And that's a play on technology as well. So in the back of house too,
Yeah.
we have kitchen display units, we have tickets that print. It's very, very efficient packaging. We're focusing on accuracy. That's a big point. And we, as accurate and quick and efficient as possible. So from an operations perspective, less menu, very operationally efficient, linear line. So from the back to the front, you can see everything, interact with the whole business. If you were in front of, Patrick right there, back there, could see everybody dining in as he's cooking food. That makes to be able to run it with 2 or 3 people. And that's a huge deal with the labor model.
Yeah.
And you can still give a quality product, cook it efficiently, and give high fives when you're able to.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
you probably hear some construction stuff going on a little bit in the back. We do have our grease system being installed, our Mahoney system that was delayed getting here. We didn't need it to open, just the way we store our grease. So
Right.
they're actually working here. That's what's pretty cool about doing this podcast in the middle of construction. You can hear stuff going on, plans everywhere, guys.
This
are
is
working.
ground zero,
This
guys,
is
of building a restaurant. Like, we're-
we actually
Yeah,
wanted to
love
shoot
it.
this podcast during like the middle of construction, but it was just way too hectic going on in here.
Yeah.
But it's really cool about that. But that's one thing about the operation side. People ask us all the time too and say, what's different about a Buffalo Wild Wings Go? And the first thing I come out and say is, you ever been to our competitor Wingstop? Mm-hmm. It's a Wingstop with Buffalo Wild Wings name
Right.
and our products. I mean, we do, and man, believe me, first off, I want to say this. If you're going to make a comment about Buffalo Wild Wings, it takes too long to get your food. You did it on all my other podcasts. Please do this. I'm going to tell me what store you're at.
Yeah.
Because this podcast and our reels go nationwide, and they'll be like, "Hey, yeah, I went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and you're right. I had to wait 2 hours." Well, I guarantee if you waited 2 hours in my store, we gonna be mad.
Oh yeah.
So when you make these comments on these reels that we're posting in these podcasts, please tell me what location you're at, because believe me, I'm a franchisee and I own my stores. But I'll send a message if it is a franchisee or if it is a corporate. Hey, you got a lot of people not liking your store. Because we do get Gus comments, and we do, we handle ours, but we get blown up on other stores, and it'd be nice to know which store it is. Because if it is mine, we get on it, right?
Yeah,
But-
it's like, thank you for your feedback, but like take some time too to also get to know who we are, where we operate, and engage with us. And we're happy to engage back with you. If you have a bad experience in our restaurant, we're gonna be calling you.
Yeah.
We'd love to interact with you.
Would love
Yeah.
to do that. So, anything else on the menu that we got to discuss on here that we would love to
No, I think simplified menu. We added burgers, we added wraps. So I think they're slowly looking at the operation and really trying to give as many flavors possible to people who love
Kim
Buffalo
got
Wild
excited
Wings.
when I went in the office. Hey, we're adding wraps to the Go
Oh, yeah.
menu. She's like, yes.
Yeah.
She was excited about that.
You can do it. And then, finally, in many restaurants, especially full service, they have 100 plus SKUs.
Yeah.
We're looking at like 35, 40 SKUs that run this entire restaurant. So that's easier inventories. That's more efficient inventories.
Yes.
That's easier, spec builds on everything you see behind me. And it's just focusing on the flavors and the things that people love about Buffalo Wild Wings. I think we cover over 90% of the menu.
Yeah.
And that 10% that we've carved out really helps operations.
It was the
get
hardest
to you
stuff.
faster.
It was the hardest stuff to knock out, and it created an extra position on the line and all too. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. And the
So-
reason I was so excited about the wraps is because we had all of the product except for one, and that we
It
only
was
had
one
to add
SKU.
one more SKU. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was tortilla. We could make the wraps easily. We just didn't have the tortilla.
Yeah, and
So-
that was a learning curve for them too, to add
Yeah.
that to it too.
So that's exciting.
It's having good operation guys in there too. So excited about that too. So want to shift to one of the things too, Justin, that and Kim. One thing that people ask, we don't serve alcohol.
Right.
So there's a lot of matrix in that we don't have to do that, and we don't do that. So that shifts on the on the business side of this too, right?
Oh yeah. High fives all day long. That's the most exciting part about this concept is
Yes.
that we don't have to worry about the alcohol sales.
Yeah. With no permitting, right?
No
liquor permitting.
No liquor permitting fees, no ongoing fees that are associated with that, no liability that's associated with that.
Everybody says you make so much money off your alcohol, and it's hard to tug of war with that, because it is a scary thing that you do, especially in the world today when you overserve or things. So
and do you, because like insurance has gone through the roof.
Oh,
right. People are
Absolutely.
suing over absolutely nothing. So
Yeah.
really, if you took a big snapshot of it as a whole, it's like, do you? Because
Yeah.
we're not rolling that into our COGS. We just look at our costs.
yeah,
But
Yeah.
there's a lot of additional measures for serving alcohol. So from an ops side, just to jump in, yeah, way easier operation not to have to worry about responsible alcohol service and just focusing on hot, quick food.
yeah.
Yes.
That's exciting.
Yes.
So on the business side of this, Kim, it's a big difference in what it costs to build a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, absolutely. And so I'm just going to be really honest, is that's what intrigued me about this brand.
What do you mean you're going to be honest? You're always honest.
True.
Give us some honesty.
Hey,
Let's
so-
go.
Isn't that what we're called to do?
Yeah,
is be honest.
blunt, honest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So for our traditional units, it cost us. We just recently put up one, and we were in for like $2.6 million
Yeah.
to stand up a operational Buffalo Wild Wings traditional unit.
Yeah. That was a
And-
free standard there in Nacogdoches.
Yeah, yeah. And so when this brand came to mind, we were told, hey, you can get into these things for $500,000 and have pretty much the similar return
Yeah.
as a traditional unit. However, we have not been able to get in at $500,000, but we are looking all in right now for this particular one, like $780,000.
I remember me and Justin came.
$780,000.
We came to you like 500. Like never.
Yeah.
They're like, no, really? They're telling us 550. Never.
Never. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Before construction on this thing was almost that amount.
Yeah.
Just to do the construction part of it. But anyway, so your return on investment is pretty much the same as a traditional unit Buffalo Wild Wings, or what we're seeing right now with the sales that we're producing. We hope that we can outdo our numbers in a traditional unit. But there again, you're getting into it for a lot less
Yeah.
and a lot less risk than
Yep.
a traditional Buffalo Wild Wings.
And on the return of investment on that too, you got to look at this too. So our goal at the end of the day, when we open up any brand, is what it is. We want to do 15%.
Yes.
I mean, we'd love to do 20, 25s, and we have stores that do that, but they're super high volume. So in return of investment, when you do a Buffalo Wild Wings, big store, sports bar is what we call them. I mean, if you got a store doing $3 million, you're doing, 15, 18%. If you have a Buffalo Wild Wings Go, our goal is to do 1.2. And we can still hit those 15, 17% with your business model. Have you built it?
Yeah, we haven't hit a 1.2 yet,
Yeah.
but
We're getting there.
If
we
we hit
hope
1.2,
to.
we're 20 plus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the
Yeah.
responsibility of just exactly to Kim's model.
Yeah.
We're
Well, I think what is
Yeah, but-
exciting for Kim is when you came to this, and when this first option came, and when Buffalo and Inspire Brands rolled out Buffalo Wild Wings Go, they were talking about doing this whole model. We put our hand up. We wanted to do it because we were talking about the numbers at first, and you kind of came and was like, hey, we can build 4 of these, 3.5 of these for
Yeah.
one Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, absolutely. And we knew this brand. We
Yeah.
knew how to run it. We know how to run it.
Yeah.
We knew it like the back of our hand. We had been in business with Buffalo Wild Wings for several years. And so when they spun off this sister company, we were, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not start to develop? There's no more territory or hardly any territory left in a traditional Buffalo Wild Wings unit. And it was an avenue for growth for us as franchisees. And man, why not jump in?
Yeah, and we jumped in head first.
That's right.
And dove into it. And like I told other franchisees, hey, get into this brand. If you're in a Buffalo Wild Wings, if you're in it, my other sister, brother franchisees, get into it because they're opening, they're coming, and they're coming all over the place. And I feel like I debate with people a lot about this too. Is I feel like, yeah, you don't want to put them too close to a Buffalo Wild Wings, but we do so much takeout of our sports bars. We had a podcast about that before, that it puts a strain on us because we're doing so much takeout and delivery. It strains our team. Actually, we're in the process of fixing to remodel our Beaumont store. Super excited about that. And we're actually moving our takeout area to a different area, and it's going to cost a pretty penny, but it should make us more efficient, give the guest a better product and a better atmosphere for the guest that's getting it for takeout and getting it for in this store. If you've been to a new Buffalo Wild Wings lately too, you'll see our new takeout centers. They're actually in a different spot. They're actually located in the back, kind of the side back of the store. So when you're picking up takeout and delivery, you're not even interfering with the interior guest, right? So it makes you feel good.
And it seems that's what society is intrigued with. They want convenience. They want it fast. I mean, that's just
they want it fast. I can look on my phone and get anything I want right now.
That's right.
Amazon will
That's
deliver
right.
it sometimes today.
That's right.
I've gotten cord same day.
Yeah.
Like a big HDMI cable
That's
shows
wild,
up in the
but
afternoon.
that's the truth. Yeah.
One of the things too, this particular store, what are we at, 1,500 square feet?
This-
here?
Yes.
1,500 square feet. Our first store was 1,800, right?
Yes.
We realized that was too big. And the new store we're working on is 1,300 square feet, right? That's a Cypress store.
I can't remember.
Cypress is 14.
1,400.
14, a little
Yeah,
bit smaller
yeah.
still.
Okay. Oh,
Yep.
the new location we're looking at, another location, got to keep that one quiet, was 1,250, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now that one was a lot smaller.
Yeah, that's a lot smaller. So you see, you can kind of see in there's probably 10 tables in here. It's really meant to eat or get it and go. But we do have guests that come here for lunch, and we're very conscious of that we understand most of our food that's being taken out at night, they're taking it home. But during lunch, they come, and there's some guys that work in a construction, or people work at a bank.
Yeah.
They don't want to go sit in their car or go back to their lunchroom and eat it. They do want to sit in here. So we do have tables in here that they can sit at, eat at it, and we've kind of helped that model a little bit too, to make them feel a little bit more comfortable on our side that we spun that. So,
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and you said it. The Buffalo Wild Wings and in many other brands, there's just so much going on in delivery and takeout and mobile that they're even taking like the leaders of their store and making that the priority. So like hospitality is being sacrificed when you do that. And sure, you still would say, oh yeah, that always matters. But when you make something the priority, that becomes the priority
Yeah.
for a leader. Whereas this model allows you to just be great in what matters: an efficient lunch, fast food. Come and get it. It's going to be hot and get out of here. Because a lot of these stores, whether it's Chili's, Applebee's, Buffalo Wild Wings, they're running 2 restaurants.
Yeah.
And they're running it with one leader that's being torn to the takeout delivery model and then being torn back into the inside of the walls. And I believe you're absolutely right. If you put up a Go, we can execute takeout and delivery and be efficient there. And we can relieve some stress on these sports bars who we've ever known the brand to be the best place in town to go watch a game.
Yep.
That's what the focus needs to be. Great ambiance, awesome music, great TVs,
Absolutely.
cold beer, having fun with your friends, Eagles versus Cowboys, whatever it is, camaraderie. Like that's what our leaders need to go back to focusing on. I believe Buffalo Wild Wings Go is going to help solve that.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited about it.
Good perspective.
It is very
Yeah.
good aspect. I'm excited about it for the operation side. I'm really excited about the financial side. It's way easier for Kim to move the numbers around and get these these things built out for us.
Oh, yeah. And the banks like it.
Yeah, the banks like it too, especially when you're producing some good numbers.
They
And
just want to finance FF&E.
yeah, that's right. So we're excited about this brand and ready to get it open. I can kind of see the guys out here in front of us. I think they're ready to do something here. So, but hey, this is a question real quick.
Yeah.
It popped in my mind on the way here. I'd love throwing questions at you. I answered the other one the other day, so I'm going to throw this right at you first, Kimberly. Buffalo Wild Wings. Listen, where do Buffalo Wild Wings go? We're going to use this or a Buffalo Wild Wings, whatever. And what is one of your favorite products here at our stores or any of the Buffalo Wild Wings?
No, no.
Yeah.
Are you going to change the question to a traditional unit?
No, whatever.
Okay.
Okay, no, just whatever. What is your favorite product here at this Buffalo Wild Wings Go besides wings? You can't say boneless or regular because we know we love wings.
So something
Yeah,
on
I
that.
kind of read your mind where you're going on that. I'm like,
We had the screensaver on
You-
the left menu go out, so kinks are being worked
Worked
out.
out.
So you get, yeah. What's the best Go menu item?
Yeah, what's your go-to?
I'm going to say a wrap
Wraps.
because the wrap is versatile.
Yeah.
What sauce?
Spicy garlic.
Spicy G. Okay.
But on the days that I want to watch my carbs, I can just unwrap the wrap and throw the tortilla to the side. Or the days that I
There
don't
you go.
mind
Yeah.
eating the tortilla,
Yeah.
I can have it. So it's a
You do
just
that a
one
lot. You do order the wrap and
versatile-
all that, and you just dump it out because you like how it's
Sometimes I
mixed
feel
up.
like just the salad.
Yeah. you do
Hidden
that.
gem.
I love
Yeah.
the wrap.
It's a hidden
If
gem.
people forget about the wrap, I like the wrap with spicy garlic and then putting Southwest Ranch on it too.
Yeah.
Add nut on there.
That's an underrated item.
So if
Southwest
you haven't
Ranch.
ever had a wrap, get a wrap. Justin, what is yours?
This is an easy one. The jalapeno smash burger. Just burgers in general at Buffalo Wild Wings are so underrated.
You
They
stole
are
my
they are so good. I love the wings. I've been eating wings for 25 years, but I order burger once in a while. It never disappoints. It's smashed in the back. It's fresh jalapenos in it, or any of our burgers. Just
Ouchie.
yeah.
We don't
It
get.
makes me hungry right now.
I feel
for a
like
burger.
we don't, and I'm on the marketing committee, and we talk about this all the time. We don't get enough credit for our burger. If you haven't had a Buffalo Wild Wings burger, I mean, I would put it up against any. Really, when
Yeah,
you go in
challenge issued. Go get a burger.
I
And
mean,
tell us.
me and Kim, we love burgers.
Yeah.
Especially Clarabelle,
Yeah.
our daughter. She loves.
I
burgers.
love a smash burger.
You do. She loves
Yeah.
smash burger. But we've been to a bunch of burger places, and lately we've been scratching our heads like, man, we got a really good burger.
We do.
And
We really do.
So I tell you to go try it. So Justin, you stole mine.
I put our ranch on it. I'll
Yeah.
end with that. Our ranch is freaking awesome too.
Oh, yeah,
the
I'm not a
ranch is
dipper,
one
but
of a
dip a
kind,
burger
yes,
in some
yes.
ranch.
Yeah.
You know, I guess when my question went, my mind went, whoop, a little bit because
Yeah.
one of my favorite my menu items besides wings, and we don't serve it here at our stores, is the cauliflower wings. We don't serve the cauliflower wings with Asian zing. If you haven't had those, get those when you go to a Buffalo Wild Wings, because every time we go to one of our places and we order some apps, me and you're guilty of that. We order everybody apps because we are apps people.
Yeah.
And they're like, man, what are these? It's cauliflower. I don't even like cauliflower, but I'm eating these.
That's interesting that it's not on the menu here
Yeah.
because it's a well kept menu item.
But it's not. We sell a lot of it, but other stores don't. They say, there's
Wow.
rumors that one time they wanted to take it off the menu because they don't sell enough of it.
The
would
frosted cheese
travel
curds.
well.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Cheese curds. You do. You guys order cauliflower wings every
Yeah.
time.
Every time
Yeah.
we
Can't start us off with they almost
cauliflower
know.
wings. But
Yeah.
I guess one of my products too that I'm really hung up on is the hand battered chicken sandwiches.
oh yeah.
Sauce them up.
I forget
those
about
those
those a
are
lot of
really good,
times.
man. And we hand batter that in the back. We hand
Yeah.
batter, and we do that at our buffaloes and our goes. The tenders and the chicken sandwiches. If you haven't had one of those, man, they're good. I remember when Popeyes came out with that chicken sandwich, everybody went crazy for that. And I'm like, dude, go get one of ours and get the mild. If you want to kick it up and out, put hot on there. Man, they're really good
Yeah.
too. So, well, good. Well, thank you so much. I know we got some work to do here. Kim's going to do a bunch of paperwork here, try to get some stuff done. Me and Justin will be calling the fire marshal again, getting with the contractor.
Yep.
He's in the back banging around back there. Told him to kind of be a little quiet, but I think they're having fun back here. So, but hope we get everything finished, which it is. We're just cleaning up and putting some.
We're getting ready to put on a show for our team. That's why we're here.
That's
Blue
right.
taping, making sure everything's perfect. So when the first guest or team member walks in, that they see how we roll.
When's the scheduling open here next?
Shooting for October 3rd.
October
Yeah.
3rd.
to open.
Wing Tuesday, right? That's a Tuesday.
That's a Wing Tuesday.
Ooh, buy one, get one free, or buy one, get one half price. Somebody told me about that the other day. Get the app, right? Because you get buy one,
Yeah.
get one free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Download the Blazing
Yeah,
Rewards,
the
get all the
Blazing
cool
Rewards.
stuff, get in
Yeah.
there,
Get the apps,
get
'cause
involved with the brand. It's super cool.
A friend of mine said, I
Yeah.
went to Buffalo. He's a police officer. He said, I went to Buffalo Wild Wings last night. It was Tuesday. And he said, I wanted to buy one, get one free. And the girl said, no, you got to do that, the app. He goes, well, how do I download it? He said, the girl took my phone and is like, let me show you. And I said, yeah, they get credit for that. And you get a bunch of cool stuff, too. So
Oh, yeah.
I want to promote that app a little bit, too.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
but, hey, we got to get to work. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to do another shot from here, another show from here during opening. You know, try to pull something off in here. Might be a little crazy, maybe the morning before we open or something. We'll figure it out. So
Okay.
thank you, guys. We appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great day.